Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in Week 4. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat, not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He got maybe a yard there, so a long third and goal coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's why from their memories they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Juke the defender. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Pats will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So now here's 3rd and 5. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England 1st down. They send a man in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Hunter on now, and he gets into this one. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From midfield now. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Just watching from the booth, that looked like a last resort to go take that check down. He wanted to push the ball down the field, but there was nowhere to go. He looked shorter, and this defense was ready to make him pay.
Here's 2nd and 14. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They'll run here on 1st down. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll try and throw it here. It is caught left side. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now, off play action. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. From the red zone now. Has it at the 7. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll throw it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Well, let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt not much more difficult.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Airing it out to start this drive. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Right up the gut. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. To throw here on 1st down. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Eagles looking as good as anybody after 1 month as they run their record to a perfect 4-0. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Patriots offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
Play action on first down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hand off to the back. No one around. He's got space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on 4th down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
Looking to throw. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And this one doesn't go far. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 41. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this 3rd down. Couple additional DBs brought in. Now looking to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. first time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Steelers will take over possession. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
It's second down and 10.
Looking for a throw here. Complete out to the right side. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They send him left out of the slot. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Steelers first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Setting up a throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
He's going to field this at the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Back-to-back. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And things are looking good. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Here's 2nd and 7. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Third and a lone yard coming up. Pass play coming here. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Looking right, and he finds him. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Caught near the goal line. And he has the New England touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
2nd and 6 now. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Dropping back to throw. To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throw on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They are throwing it again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They're throwing it. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Return starts at the 9. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers it a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw now. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On now comes their punter. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He'll get this complete to White. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by just a couple of points. New set of downs for him from the 46. Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Back to the well again. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Setting up to pass. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Brought in right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Now to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.